What is going on, Devil Squad? Welcome back to another video. My name's MVXCCC, and in this video we are doing another quest tutorial. I haven't uploaded one of these for a little while. I took a break so I could try and get the Can-Do Company finished in my reference world, but in the last video we came up here and we built Stampy's office, and we also built Squid's office. In this video we are going to be capping this off with the roof, so I want to give a bit of a disclaimer. It may not be 100% accurate. I got it as closely as I could, though. I basically used an episode where they were using the elytra to fly around the world, and you got quite good views of the roof here. So I'm going to give you what I have, and let's get started with this. This is as close as I could get it. Before this, we're going to need some color. So we need red wool, orange wool, we need purple wool, lime wool, cyan wool, and that should be fine. That should be all we need. Okay, so let's get started then. So we're going to go around to the front of the Can-Do Company here, and on top of all these oak logs that we have, we're going to build up, let me see here, a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red wool. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do this all the way around. It's going to be when we come to do the inside of the roof. That's when it's going to get a bit awkward to do. Okay, so I'm going to do a little cutscene, and then I'm going to come back once I've done this. So I'll see you guys in just one moment. I am back, and one thing you may have noticed when you were doing that is around the back here, we kind of have this big open gap. All we're going to do here is we're going to place 2 red wool at the top like this, and then leave these 3 blocks open. Okay. So with that being done, what we are now going to do is we're going to come behind all this, and we're going to add an extra layer of red wool behind it all. And this will be visible from the inside. So let's quickly do that. And I'll get more in depth on the inside once we're finished with the outside, because, yeah, the inside was very awkward for me to build in my reference world, and I'm really not looking forward to having to explain that. But there we go, okay. So now what we are going to do is once we've doubled all that up on the inside there, we are going to go back in diagonal one like this. And again, we're going to go all the way around for a total of 3 blocks tall. So 2, 3. So pretty much anywhere there's a gap or open air, just simply put a column of 3 red wool like this. You do not want any red wool on top of other red wool. Okay, I think I'm going to do a cutscene again. Okay, I'm back and I have finished building those columns up. So now what we are going to do is, let me see here actually, because we have to add some corners into this. So let me see, where am I? If I come from the front on my reference world, come around to here. Okay, so if we face the front of the building, we have to add some corners in here before we move on to anything else. We're going to go around to the left, and right where we have these 3 here, and then it transitions into another 3 here, we want a corner on the inside right there. Moving around, let me see. No, that was the only corner. Okay, so we basically just want a corner in there like that. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to head back to the front of the building. And if I can get there on my reference board quickly, here we go. We are going to, again, do columns of red wool that are 3 blocks tall. So, again, pretty much over any open air gaps, wherever there isn't a red wool below you, simply just do columns that are 3 blocks tall, like I'm doing here. So I will be back once I have done that again. Okay, I am back and I have done that once more. So this is what it should look like so far. And I'm now just going to quickly make sure of any corners again, just to be on the safe side here. No corners that I can see from. Some of these corners here would be best to get them from the inside, just because the colors around the outside tend to get placed on top of corners and whatnot. So we'll figure that out when we go inside. But from the outside, I'm not seeing any. So what we're going to do now is we're going to head back to the front of the building, and we're going to go back in diagonal 1 again. And at the front here, we're basically just doing the same thing again. Over any open air, do a column of red wool, but don't build it up. It's only going to be 1 block tall. So over any open air that you see around the building, just simply fill it in with red wool. Kind of like I'm doing here. And this shouldn't take too long. I shouldn't need to cut away for this one. And what happened over here? Broke that block away, okay. And we can't cancel that alarm. I had an alarm set and that was just going off, so. Okay, so now we've done that. What we want to do now is basically fill it all in, I think. Do we? Yeah, fill it all in. Okay, so let's fill all of this in here at the top. And then we've got one more layer on the outside and we can get into the colours around the roof. Okay, so once you've filled it all in, again, come to the front of the building. And we're going to go into, let me see here. So we're at the front. We're going up to this layer of 1 here. We're going to this block on the right. And we're going to go into the 3rd red wall. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to place a red wall here. We're going to do a 3 by 3 little square like this. And then we're basically just going to go diagonal and do that all the way around. Let me just make sure that is definitely, yeah. Okay, so we're just basically going all the way around the top here with these 3 by 3 squares of red wool. Okay. And I believe you can also fill this all in as well. However, I say fill it all in. Don't fill in the middle section, just because we're going to have like a little redstone, a little bit of redstone coming up here from the inside. So don't fill in this middle part. Yeah, we'll do that a bit later on. Okay, and then all you need to do is you need to go around the middle here and just place red wool all the way around it like so. And that is the roof done. We just need to go back in and add the colours. So let me see. Let's start from the front of the building again and work our way around. So going to the front over here, on this first column of red wool, which is a total of 5 blocks tall, we're going to go into the right 1 block here and up to the 3rd block, and we're going to place an orange wool. We're then going to go diagonal to that orange wool and then 1 up and place a purple. Moving around to the right here, we're going to have a cyan right here, 1 block down from the top, 3 blocks up, or 4 blocks up from the bottom. Okay. Moving around here to these ones, we have a green right in the middle, and I grabbed lime. And we do need lime, but I also need green as well. But there's going to be a green wool right there in the middle. There's going to be nothing on this second column of 1. Over on the 3rd column of 1, we want to go down to the 2nd block from the top and place a purple. There's nothing on this column of 1 here. So moving around to where we have these 3s, we have a lime right down here, 1 up from the bottom, and then a cyan here, 1 down from the top. Moving around to these 2s, we have an orange wool right here. So one block up from the bottom. Nothing on this column of 1. On these 2s, we have a purple right here. Okay, moving around to this one, we have a green right here, 1 block down from the top. Moving around to these 3s here, we have a cyan here, and then an orange here in the middle. Okay, moving around to this little back section here. Actually, no, this section here is fine. We're going to these 3s here, where we have an orange right here in the middle, 2 blocks down from the top, 2 blocks up from the bottom, and then there's a cyan right here in that bottom left corner. Moving around, these 2 ones are fine, and then on these 3s here, we have a green right here. Moving around to these 3s in the middle, we have exactly in the middle on this left column, a lime wall here. On this one over here to the right, we have a purple right at the bottom. On these 2s, we have a cyan right there. Nothing on this column of 1. On the second column of 1, we have a green right down there. Nothing on this final column of 1, and then, okay, so that is this layout of the Can Do Company done with all the colours. Okay, so now we move up a layer. And before we do, we have to actually go into where we have like this, where we've doubled this up behind. And we're going to go to the back of the Can Do Company, right over here. And that is going to be a lime wall right in the middle on the right hand side over here. And that is the only spot where it does that on this first layer here. Okay, so move back around to the front, where we are going to have now a green right here on this far left side of this column of 1, 2, 3, 4 at the front. Moving around to the right, we have an orange wall right here in the middle of this column of 3. Moving around, we have nothing on this one. On the second one, we have a cyan right at the bottom. Okay. Moving around, we have an orange wall right in the middle of these 3s. Nothing on these 2s, nothing on this 1. And then nothing on these 3s and 2s over here. And nothing on this back column. There might be some colours here, but due to limited views you get from back here, I couldn't work out if there was any or not. A lot of these I got from the inside as well, so... And you can't see all the colours from the inside, only certain ones. But we're moving around here now. So, right in the middle here, we have a cyan right there in the middle of those 3s. Nothing on this one. On these 2s, we have a lime right here in the middle of the second column. And then that is this second layer done. Before we move on to the next layer, I'm going to make sure there's none like in the ceiling itself. Nope. Okay, that's fine. So going back around to the front, onto the third layer up here, we are going to have an orange wall right here. Moving around, we have a cyan here in the middle of these 3s. We then have nothing on this column of 1, and then we have a lime right here. On these 2s over here, we have a green right there. Nothing on this one. On these 2s here, we have a purple right here. On this back column, we have a orange right down at the bottom middle here. On these 2s, we have a cyan right here at the bottom. Moving around here, we've got nothing on these 2s. On these 3s, we have a green right at the top here in the middle. Moving around, we have nothing on this 1, nothing on these 2s. So that is this layer done. Okay. Moving up to the next layer. There is nothing on the front. So let's move around to the right, where we are going to have a purple. So right where we have these 3s here, on the right hand side, so we got this line below us, red wall on top, and then it goes back in diagonal. This one needs to be a purple. Moving around, there are nothing on these 2s here. On these 2s back here, we need a cyan right here. Moving around, nothing on the back. Nothing around here. So moving around here, we need to break out this red wall corner, I guess you could call it, and replace that with cyan. And then that is this 4th layer done. So moving up to the 5th layer. From the front again, we're going to go up here. In the middle block here, we're going to break it out and replace it with a lime wall. Moving around to the right, we have a lime wall right here. Nothing on the back that I could find. Nothing on this side that I could find. And then there we go, that is done. Okay, so those are all the colours. I'm going to do a quick flyover of all this. Let you guys kind of copy it. Feel free to pause and copy as needed. And then that is the outside of the roof done. We just need to go back in and we have to go inside and do that. Which I don't know how that's going to go, because that was really awkward for me when I was building it from their videos. Mainly due to you only get like one proper good view of it. Yeah, and it's like a split second. You have to pause at the exact right time in order to get it properly. But I did manage to find a good view of it and copy it down as closely as I could. And it was really awkward, especially with the angle Stampy was looking up at it at. It got really awkward and confusing, but I managed it. Okay, but there you go. I've flown around there now. So let's head inside, and we could have actually just gone through the minecart track entrance. But I'll head up here. Head up the ladder. So from the inside, and I need to get back in there on my reference world as well. And I do have a little update for the tunnel that shoots out the snowmen. I did get a little bit more of the height of that, so I will go back and do that in a few minutes. But let's get started with this. Okay, so yeah, this is a very awkward build here. I realised I didn't fill those 3 in. They were meant to be filled in. Okay, so let's start by facing the back. I know it's weird because I've been facing the front all this time, but let's face the back. And let's start by coming over to where we have this doorway. On the left of it here, we want 2 red wool here like this. Moving around to the left, let me see, has anything changed? On the inside here, no, everything looks fine other than those 2 blocks. Yeah, okay, so it's just those 2 blocks here for now. We're going to move up to the second layer now, where we are going to add an extra 3 blocks here. Then on the right here, we're going to add an extra 2. Then we're going to go diagonal for 1. Diagonal for 1 again. And then we're going to do 2. And then we're going to do 3 here. So we're kind of just doubling up what we already had before. Okay, so then after these 3, we have 2 1s. And then we have a 3. And then we have a 4 down here. So again, we're kind of doubling this all up. And then we have a 1, a 2, a 1. Then we have a 2. I did that wrong. Hold on, where am I? So we had the 1, 2, 1, and then we had a 2 here. And then we come forward in diagonal 1 and put an extra 2 to the right. Then we have 1 and then a 2. Okay. So now let's face the back again and let's go up to the next layer where we are going to again we're going to kind of double this up. So where am I? We're going to put 3 here. Then we're going to put an extra 3 in front of it. We're going to put 2 to the left and 2 to the right. Then on the right here, we're going to come out 1 to the right 1, out 1 to the right 1. And then we're going to put an extra 2 to the right here like so. Go back 1 to the right 2, forward 1 to the right 1, forward 1, to the right 1. And just give me a moment here. Mind, that was nothing. So where was I? We had this 1, then we need another 1, so 2 1s here. And then it's a, let me see, a 3 here like so. Then we go back 1, to the right 3, forward 1, to the right 1, forward 2. And then we're going to go to the right 1, and then, or forward 1, I guess you could say, or back 1, whatever you want to say there. And then we're going to go to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to put an extra 2 back here like so. And then back over here, this should then connect up to these 2 here, or be diagonal to these 2 here like so. And if you really want to, you can fill this in up here because you don't see it. It is covered up. Oh, okay, so again, we're going to face the back and we're going to go up to the next layer now. Okay, so we're now kind of building on top of what we've just done. So in the middle here, we actually need to kind of double this all up down here. So kind of what we have above us, just bring it all down for now, and then we'll go back and add on a few extra things that we need to add on. Or if we need to break away some stuff, we need to break away. But just kind of bring the walls from the outside down to what we already have on the inside. Okay, so now let's face the back again. And we're going to go round to the right. So we've got these 2 columns here. These are fine. This 1 is good. These 2 are fine. These 3 are fine again. This column of 1 is fine. That's how it needs to be. This column of 3 is fine. This column of 4 is fine. So where was it? This column of 4 here is fine. That's how it needs to be. These 2 are fine. This 1 is fine. But then over here where we've got these 3s, we need to add an extra 1, 2, 3, 4 red wall right here. So kind of to diagonal to this green wall. And give me a moment. Alright, I am back. And yeah, I apologize for that. So as I was saying, I actually have to get my reference wall back up now. Give me a second here. Yeah, let that load. There we go. Okay, so we've got this green wall up here in the middle. Then we go diagonal to it and we have 4 red wall here. Or technically it's 5 if you count this bottom one. But we build up an extra 4 on top. Okay, and then we turn these 2s are fine. These 3s are fine, and yeah, okay. So that column there is fine. Looking up at the ceiling now, all of it is filled in, exactly how it needs to be. So all we now need to do is the little redstone trail, and it's basically just redstone torches. going up to a dispenser which sets off fireworks. And I did have a little update down in the basement as well, which we'll go back to in a few minutes. But we're going to grab some orange wool, and what we're going to do is we're going to place any block. I'm going to use a block of diamond, and we're going to place just a random block to the left of this lever. We're then going to place a block on top of it. We're going to turn, and then we're going to put a orange wool to the right. You can now get rid of those two blocks. There's going to be a lever on this side of the orange wool, which will set off the redstone trail. Now, I don't know exactly how many redstone torches there are, because I don't know if the fireworks are set off when the lever is pulled down or when it's pulled up. I would assume the fireworks get set off when the lever is pulled down. So I kind of just made the redstone trail go in a way to where it would only set off the fireworks if the lever is pulled down. The original way I had it set off the fireworks when pulling the lever up. So let's grab some redstone torches. We do need those. We're going to put one on top of the orange wool, and basically we're just going to do that all the way up. We're going to put orange wool on top. I'm going to clear my inventory a bit and move these closer together. Basically we're just placing orange wool, redstone torch, orange wool, redstone torch, all the way up. And we will need a dispenser as well, so let me grab one of those. So when we hit the top of the ceiling here, we're going to keep it as red wool, and we're just going to again go alternating with a redstone torch, and then we've got a red wool on top. So let me grab some red wool, put that on top there, and then a dispenser there, which sets off the fireworks if we put some in there. I don't think it really matters what fireworks you have specifically, just put any ones in there, like so. So then when we head down into the office, hopefully we can hear it. Did it do it? I don't know, because I couldn't hear it. Oh. They're doing it when it's... Oh, what's gone wrong here? Hold on. Yeah, I don't have any torches. In the video I was watching, it was really bright up there and very easy to see, but... I couldn't find any torches up in the ceiling over there, or up there, so... Yeah, I don't know if there are any. I couldn't find any. The only torches I could find are these ones scattered around down here. Either way, that is the Can Do company done. I will go over and check this dispenser over some more and go, and if it needs updating, I will update it in an update video. I said I had a few little updates I wanted to do around the Can Do company, but I'm going to do them in an update video as well. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.